And so this is the Canadian Pacific spur here. And so it's going to start turning to the south, going towards the mill. And obviously this is the CN main line here. This is the Kinghorn. Doesn't take long to grow in. That time of the year, you can hear some geese. So this one is Algoma 1956. And so here basically we're coming up to the road. This is Highway 628. So this is the main access road to Red Rock, which is just to the south of us here. And so the line would have continued across the highway here and continued to the west, and Red Rock Station would have been just across over there. And so we're going to hop over and take a look in that area, even though we've been there on a previous exploration. If you're interested, in the description there's a link to Google Streetview, and you're going to be able to see this from 2009 when the rails were still in place. So it's kind of a neat little perspective to see that with the rails still here. So the rails would have been picked up just shortly after probably those pictures were taken. Okay, so we're going to jump the highway and go take a look at things from that perspective. Okay, so we've jumped the highway, and so you can see the rails just across over there. And so if we pivot here to the west and work our way this way, this is basically where the grade would have continued this way. And again, if you check out those that link in the description, you're going to be able to see the pictures from 2009. And so you'll see the rails still here, and you'll actually see the station marker, where it still says CN Red Rock. Now, again, if you go into the description and you see the link to Red Rock Station, what you're going to basically see here is you're also going to see some pictures of what the area looked like back when they built the mill and Red Rock started to kind of get built up. And so you'll see the original station here that used to be like a basically it used to be a railway car. That was the station here, and then basically they would have kind of built upon that, and they would have built a little bit more proper station. But this wasn't really a super significant stop on the railway, obviously, with Nipigon just to the north of here, and Nipigon being a very, very, very prominent stop. We are taking a look for here. There was another signal in this area, and I don't know where that might be. Again, we were in this area here in a previous episode, but we didn't quite see all of these types of things. You can see the culvert marker here. I can't read that. 132 point something. So again, that was the mileage on the Kinghorn, and so in order to get the mileage on the Nipigon subdivision, the Canadian Northern Nipigon subdivision, or the Canadian National Dorion subdivision, we need to subtract 50, and so that becomes 49.7 more properly, and so that becomes 82.3, and then whatever the decimal numbers are on there. So if you take a look at that 2009 picture, there would have been appeared to be a signal around here somewhere, and I don't really see any base for that. Looks like there is a timber here, but there would have been a light signal. We'll just go a little bit further here and see if we see something. Don't really notice anything. All right, so anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to actually work our way down the grade. Even though we've been past this section before, we are going to go check out a couple more of those signals that were on this section of lines. So there was a couple further to the west for the interlock, and so we're gonna head west and take a look at a couple of those. Okay, so we're here just west of Red Rock. We're about a mile west of Red Rock, and we were here before on a previous hike back in the fall. Now, unfortunately, at the time, I did not know the purpose of this signal. Again, was confused because basically the Kinghorn line was dark territory. It was unsignaled. And so then later found out that there was in fact a series of signals around Red Rock because of the interlock that we would have just seen back to the east, on the east side of the highway, right where the spur is running down to the Red Rock Mill. So this would have been one of the signals attached to that. I believe there was 3 signals. There was one right by the interlock itself. There was one here, which is about a mile out, and then I think there's another one we're going to go take a look at that's another mile from here, right at Robford Station. So basically kind of staggered about a mile apart. So we're basically going to head west and go check out that other location at Robford. All right, so as promised, we did move a little bit further west. We are right at Robford Station. And so this is right where the siding would have been. Again, we were here in the fall time, so the siding is just right beside us here. And in the video, we're taking a look at this piece of rail that's left beside here. So the perplexing thing is we saw this kind of we saw this particular apparatus here, and at the time had sort of no clue what the heck this was all about, right? You can basically see the kind of the galvanized metal kind of retaining wall here, and then basically the what looked like the concrete parts of a tower or something. And again, at the time, we had no idea what this was for and what this was about. And so now the understanding is that this was part of the interlock at Red Rock, and so basically it was the westernmost signal for that interlock. And basically you can see all of the cabling here. You can see more of it sticking up over there, and then I'm not quite sure what was going on here in this this area here. You can see there is yet more cabling. There's a series of them here. So I don't know if there was, again, there's probably some sort of structure here associated with the signal for the interlock. Anyway, so this basically brings to an end this little kind of exploration of these signals, and you're basically going to be taken back to Red Rock to explore the section from Red Rock here to Robford, and then you can continue heading west from there. All right, so we're back here at this spot at Robford Station. We were actually here in April shooting the previous segment. It is now the middle of October, and the reason why we've returned is because some new information has developed with regard to what is located here. So again, you can see all of the piping and stuff that's here. If we go over here, we can see this retaining wall type thing. You can see all types of cabling that's here and conduit, and then again you can see these concrete posts that are here all over here, and then again there's all kinds of piping and conduit that's here. And then again, we have stuff that's located over here. So in here, and then there's conduit here, And then there's conduit over here. So what this is, I thought this was part of the signaling for the interlock here. This is actually one of the 3 hot box and dragging equipment equipment that's located on this line. Again, you can see more conduit here. You can see the cabling that's here. So basically, as the name implies, the hotbox detector is just basically a piece of equipment that scans the trains as it comes by and looks for overheating wheels and bearings on the railway cars. And then the dragging equipment detector is pretty self-explanatory. This is basically looking for dragging equipment that's underneath or on the sides of the railway cars, and these types of things were put in place after they got rid of the cabooses, and so again, all of this stuff that is here was associated with that. And there were 3 of these located on the line. There was one up near just south of McDermott, just north of Orient Bay, and there's one further to the east, further to the west over here, just the other side of Amethyst Station. So anyway, hopefully this kind of clears up a little bit of the misinformation that was here regarding what was located here with regard to all of this equipment here. And so anyway, this kind of brings an end to this little segment, and then you can resume kind of watching the rest of the video series.